Hello. Oh my god, my hair. I had a shower and then did not look in the mirror as my hair dried. Oh dear. Hi. Hello. Good evening. Professional streamer. Hi. It is Friday and we are back doing more Satisfactory because the factory must grow. And quite honestly, if we don't do this twice a week at least, we are literally never going to see the end of it. So, now if you'll excuse me for half a second here, I forgot to do that thing where I announce, you know, that I'm playing in other Discords, which nets me literally never any follower or viewers, but it's fine. Who knows? You know, I might get one day from another where is it? Another Discord. If only just, you know, not that I'm like really hunting hard for followers and stuff like that, but you never know, you know, sometimes it happens. But that's okay, regardless. But instead I made myself dinner because I had a very late dinner. Or a very late lunch, I should say, and I didn't get hungry till now, so, whoops.
Anytime now.
Hi. The time is now. Any of that time is this time now.
I just watched you join a second ago, so.
Yes, so here's my plate of food. Oh my god, the light. There we go. Come on, light, you can do it. Hold on. What if I... There we go. Some apple slices, cheese, and a Danish, or something.
What kind of Danish is that? Raspberry?
It is a blueberry cream. It's pretty good. It's from Cobb's. My wife, I don't know how she did this, has some hookup with some person who gets like leftover Cobb's, and instead of throwing it out, they're like, here, have our day olds, and then this person then distributes it to other people who want it. So like once a week I get free bread and some Danishes and scones and all kinds of, it's a bit of a crapshoot of what we get, but who am I to turn down free bread products?
Indeed.
So back to Multifactory. So as a result, I am eating apples. I'll try to remember to mute. I won't remember, but I'm gonna say that I will.
All right, good to know. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm alright. Can't complain.
That's good.
I had a burrito bowl at 3 in the afternoon. It's totally screwed up my eating schedule, but other than that, things are alright.
You like to live dangerously.
What day? My
to the lowest test. Oh, okay.
My
so I was about to try something.
Oh.
Sorry, it'll take me a moment to get joined. Unfortunately, I need to kill the game. I wanted to try with a mod installed.
No, let's see if you can join me. The what mod?
The smart mod, which is the one that lets you do all the platforms and stuff.
Oh, that takes the joy out of it. And by joy I mean monotony.
Exactly.
Joy through monotony.
I mean, that is this game, but
it definitely says that on the rocket when you come in. I only have one hard drive left on my body.
Yeah, the rest are on my corpse.
You're not corpse. You are literally sitting here having coffee.
I mean, the body is there, but the spirit is not. Until I rejoin.
Right. So tonight, I don't know how we necessarily want to do this, but one of the next things we need for nuclear power, as I recall, is a crap load of limestone produced, like a lot of it.
So I updated the spreadsheet.
I see that, yes.
But I didn't actually read it, so I actually have no idea how much concrete reactor.
Wow, we need. Okay, what's this next column? So there's the total per minute and net per minute. Okay.
Yeah,
so
net is so. Total is the important one for building.
Okay. All right.
Net is just how much leftover we have.
Okay, you said we didn't need as much copper for this, but the copper is 1,200.
Make sure you're on the only nukes tab.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So copper ingots is
1,200.
2 factories. No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking at only nukes.
But I mean, what are you? Where are you
down
getting
to the bottom.
from?
Down to the bottom.
Don't look at that.
Oh, don't look at that.
Don't worry about that stuff.
Okay, those numbers are lies. Okay.
They're like how many? It's hard to explain. Look at the machines up top. That's
Okay.
going to be more indicative.
Concrete, copper,
So for
sheet,
concrete,
copper ingot. Wait,
Yeah.
it can't be that few.
It is, and the reason
37?
is because. So, no. I mean 2 machines, 75 for copper. The reason is because the recipe for the nuclear pasta involves a component called copper dust, which is like 50 ingots to 1.
Oh my
And
god.
we want a lot of nuclear pasta.
Okay.
It's delicious.
So does this include nuclear pasta in the whole recipe?
This does not include nuclear pasta.
Okay.
So I've factored that in as part of all the
Okay.
like, the building for
Mm-hmm.
the actual parts, the assembler parts.
Okay. So looking at concrete, we need
concrete.
320.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though that said, for this, we probably should still build up the full.
Oh yeah, no.
Which is
Anything that we're building for the Refinersea, we should be building for the everything, not just for what we need for power. Any of our mass-produced basics, let's just go ham.
Yeah.
This was more so that like we could bring the minimum viable product in, and okay, everything sucks in this list. Your turn to put. Oh wait, I've got one left. Okay.
Okay. I have half of them.
The other list was that so that whilst one of us builds the Refinersea, the other of us could work on nuclear if we so chose, or
Sure.
we can both build out the wet concrete refinery and then both switch over to nuclear. I don't care.
I don't know. It always feels weird trying to like collab on a single build. So I'd be happy to do one or the other.
Okay.
But whatever you feel like.
I don't have the like. Is there anything specific with the build for the nuclear that we need, or is it literally just what I did but more?
I have no idea. I mean, it shouldn't be any. It's probably what you did plus more. My spreadsheet, which I should actually bring up when I'm looking at it, only is just the raw numbers. So I have no idea how this stuff fits together or the best way to do it, and blah blah blah. So, yeah, if you wanted to expand your existing setup, then I can work on the concrete. If you want to do the concrete, I can do the nuclear. Like whatever, I don't care. Really.
You know what? I'll work on the concrete. That's fine. It's a bit mundane, but I'm pretty solid at producing it now. So how many refiners are we actually gonna need?
It's
for
not
all the
just
concrete.
10.
What?
It's just 10. It's just 10.
Really? For everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
For the concrete?
Yes.
That is
Yes.
wildly small. 740 per minute.
Yeah. So the
What is the recipe
the
to?
concrete,
Yeah.
it's pretty efficient. Actually, yeah. So for the purpose of this sheet, I'm gonna just round it up to 10 machines, just so we know what we're working.
Okay,
with.
so it produces 80 per minute. Holy butts.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Cool. Okay, so I only need 10 machines. Oh, this can be a cakewalk.
Yeah. Now that said, what do we need to feed them? I wish I had done this sheet a little bit differently for the raw resources. But for the limestone,
What do I got on me still? A whole bunch of crap I don't need. Okay. Actually, let's empty my pockets before we go too far here.
so it looks like we need about 1612 per minute, which is
Of
just
what,
over
sorry?
2 belts of limestone. So just over 2 belts feeding these 10 refineries.
just over two.
Is that true?
No, no, that ain't
Hold
true.
on.
Because two pure belts will give us 15 something.
Well, no, I mean, well, hold on. No, the math is that math is right, but I just want to double check the concrete. So that does feel wrong. Oh, it is okay. So actually, no, it is 6 limestone makes 4 concrete with the alternate recipe.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. So we do need more belts going in than we have coming out. It's just that it's very fast, so that we don't need as many machines.
Right. Hold on. How much concrete do we need to feed in then? Or how much limestone?
It is 1,612.
1,612.
0.5.
Okay. All right. Well, that's to do 800, right?
Should reflect it. That's to do the full 800.
And what did we actually need?
Whatever. I mean, we're going to need all of it. Oh, I see what you mean.
Oops.
Actually, that's a good point. 9.25.
Because I think before...
So 740. You're right.
Yeah.
740. So it's actually 1522.5.
There we go. So if we just stick to that, 2 belts gets us what we want.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm happy to either starve, like set up the full 10 and starve it a teeny tiny bit, or how many would I actually need at that point? I would need 9.
Well, it would still be 10. It's
still 10, but one's not working at full capacity. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. I'll just do that. That's fine. Oops. Nope. Inbox. Nope. Recipes. There we go. Refinery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Okay. What do I need? Pipes. Okay. Got all the copper sheets in you. Got the. Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you still have a bunch of iodine filters?
Good question.
I thought I made a bunch. I don't have any on me.
I
Maybe
have 9.
Box. Okay. So I put some in this box.
Here, you can take mine. There's 9.
Alright. I'm probably gonna make a pile more.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need a pile more, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay, and where are motors again? That's up here, right?
Yes. It's the big machine with all the ugly belts.
The big machine with the ugly belts. Okay. There we go.
I know that doesn't narrow it down too much, but
It's fine. Oh, and I need... How much water does this need?
Should be on the sheet. Where did it go? Concrete.
Oh, required water. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
8
Okay.
Extractor.
All right.
So.
That's fine. That is... Oh, God. I gotta stop typing. Water extractor. So I need 8 of you bad boys, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I need rotors. Uh-oh.
Oh, right. Our rotor supply is not looking good these days, is it?
No. What's this? Where's it supposed to be going? Oh, that's shipping in. From what? From this? What is this producing? Why is that? Okay. Yeah, our rotors are real bad. They are, in fact, non-existent. So,
Well,
I'll just smash them out with my hands.
yes, they're easy to craft.
Okay, what do I need? I need screws and rods. Okay.
Fabric.
So, how was your day? So you were streaming Hydroneer earlier. How'd that go?
I was. It went all right. That is an interesting game. I know that Josh of Let's Game It Out fame has done several videos on it, and it is easy to just say, "Oh, it's a weird broken game that no, it's bad." It's all right. It's not great, but it is interesting. So,
Are you planning on going back to it?
Yeah, probably. I actually had a ton of fun playing it. A couple people showed up for the stream, which is a novelty for me.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Always a good
I'm
feeling.
not sure. Yeah. I assume they found me through the directory, I guess, because I'd never heard of them. But yeah.
Oh.
Where's another workbench? Over here. Okay. Yeah, it's a fun game if you like seeing numbers go up.
Yeah, I hate that.
I definitely do.
Who plays a game like that?
No one. Definitely no one. The thing is, I don't know when I'm going to stream more, because I've been on vacation this week, so it's been easy to, if I wanted to, just stream whenever I want.
Right.
But if I want to stream and then also still watch your stream, which I do, then that's a challenge.
It is a bit of a Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I as much as I like having you in the chat, if you want to stream, I'm not gonna say like, it's me or you. Like, you know, follow your bliss.
Believe me, if I determined that my streaming would be better for me than watching your stream, then I would just do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that is not necessarily a given. So, like, definitely, obviously, Mondays, it is kind of important that I'm here. So,
I mean, I could build all this myself eventually, but it sure does go faster and is more entertaining with you here. I enjoy my time with you in the factory lands.
Yes.
All right.
Me too. So, let's say Mondays and Fridays are off for right now. And then you have Adventure Game Tuesdays and Weird Indie Game Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Which, if I was going to pick a day to forsake, it would be one of those two.
That's
Probably
fair.
Wednesday.
That tracks.
I don't know. One of them. And then Thursday is my quote-unquote day off. Which I wouldn't be super keen on filling with the streams, but I could. I did last week.
The man finished, right? It's all garbage.
Yay. So, so fun fact. Oh, actually, do you remember back during Fixmas? Do you remember if we got any bonus hard drives from the event?
I do not recall. Why?
Okay. Well, if we didn't, then there's exactly one spare hard drive. That, like, we need there's 90 hard drives vanilla.
Yeah.
And we need 89. There's 89 recipes to unlock.
Fuck. So wait, did you only have 2 hard drives on your person?
No, I put half of them in the box so that when it finished next time, I could do it.
Okay, because there's now 1 in the box because I plugged it in.
Yes, I still have a couple on my person.
Okay. I'm gonna go off to the Refinersea.
Okay. If we got any hard drives from Fixmas, there are 5 that were from Fixmas, and so, in theory, if we did get those, then
I mean, we should have. I don't know why I would have not. So.
I don't know, but well, actually, hold on. There's 1 in the box, 1 in the MAM, 3 in my person. That's 5. So we would have used them by now. Well, we'd have unlocked everything by now. If we did have them.
And there's still 3 in the wild.
Yeah. There's not like a box somewhere where we put them with our fixed stuff. Is there?
There's only one way to find out, unfortunately.
Is it to scour the map by hand?
No, so use the map tool the interactive Satisfactory map, filtered everything to like loot crates, I think, and look at all of them. Look at their contents and see what we see.
I don't remember getting any hard drives for Christmas, if I'm being honest.
I also don't, but it was a while ago.
We got those other parts. Quantum oscillator or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I thought it was in this box, but it's not there either.
6, 7.
Is there?
8.
Do we just have another box somewhere of miscellaneous garbage?
I mean, it's certainly possible.
I checked the hab. It's not there.
Hold on. Consistency. I'm not an animal.
We do, in fact, have another box, but it doesn't have any of that stuff in it.
Oh, well.
But there's a spare zappy thing if we need it.
Zappy thing. Like the first weapon?
The level 1, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, good to know.
Alright. Enough of that. Got my filters.
Okay,
Time to
how
survey the
many?
damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, shit. Hold on. Crap. Hold on. I have to. 2, 3, 4. I need 5 aside, right?
Yes, that is
Okay, 1,
10 divided by 2.
5,
Sorry, not to be a jerk, but
7. No, it's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Right, and now to descend gracefully to the ground. To continue. So yeah, my workplace has instituted summer Fridays, so we only have half days on Fridays.
alright.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
I had full intentions to just spend my afternoon doing Subnautica stuff, but then my wife ended up having the day off as well, so
That's
that
good.
plan evaporated, which is fine.
Definitely know that
Like,
feeling.
we did other things. She got some new sunglasses for her birthday. It's not yet her birthday, but like, because we had, you know, the day available to us.
Sure.
It's like, okay, let's go get you some.
Alright. So, how close can I get before dying? Oh, that close.
Are you talking about like the edge of the circle, or are you talking about the... Yeah. Basically, that last platform is only half safe. And even then, it depends on if the train's in the station or not.
Is it? It's up. Oh, I should be looking at the upper platform, not the down one. Right.
Okay, so... what does this look like? This row's right up against it. Okay. So we're here. 2, 3, 4, 5 here.
Okay. We can do better than this. Where's the power?
Nope. Yeah, there goes my power. It's fine. So. It's there. Is that right?
Okay.
No, off by 1. Fuck.
Okay, so this thing is super duper radioactive. Got it.
Which part?
The blender that actually makes the cells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll goof you up pretty quick.
Okay. I wonder if we should have like a pseudo scram system where we can just like dump everything into a grinder just to get it out of here.
I mean, if you want, if you just want to like drain it so you can safely work on it.
I kind of do want to do that. Let's see if I can make that happen.
That looks right. All right.
How would I do that?
1, 2. The hard part is the deleting of the belts. Because if you're deleting belts with radioactive material, it'll goof you up pretty quick. But what you can actually do is pop a splitter, like a smart splitter on it, choke out the main feed, route everything else, and then that gets rid of some of your problem anyways.
Yeah. Let me think about this. Because ideally we could also feed everything off of a single electrical circuit to prevent it from making new stuff as well.
I mean, yeah, you could just starve it, I guess.
But that also would just take forever. And I'll just do it manually for now.
And the other refineries. I hope I didn't screw this up. Oh, did I absolutely goof this? Oh, I did. Womp womp. Okay. Yep. That's alright.
It happens.
Well, yeah, it's because I'm looking at like a mirror image of the refinery. So just, yeah. That's alright. I'll just tear it down, rebuild it. Two. 3, 4. All right, let's try that again. Can you line up like, where do you line up? Hold on. You're supposed to go like here. And you go, no, wait, there. Oh, right, no, I've got to move all these. I gotta move everything. There we go. Or I'm just aligning incorrectly. There we go. And there we go. Alright.
Okay. Why is this still here?
Refinery.
Containers and stuff don't get contaminated, right?
No. What do you think this is, Victoria?
I mean, Factory just doesn't have any radiation at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That seems like a weird omission to me. For a game that allows itself to get as infinitely complex as it does.
I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't though. You think of Dwarf Fortress. Factorio is not a complicated game. It
Is
just
it
has a lot of
not?
content in it.
It always struck me as rather complex.
It's complex. I mean, it's complex the way Factorio. Satisfactory is complex. There's a lot of production chains, but it's not that complicated. The most complicated thing about uranium is the refining process, which, granted, is pretty complicated. But
it's so weird that refining.
Yeah.
Okay. Refining nuclear power would be a complicated process.
Yeah. No good recipes here, but there's this,
Ooh!
which I had no idea was even in the.
I didn't know that either. Wait, were there other recipes?
There were other recipes, but they were bad. Yeah, there's not like a.
I wonder.
Here's the fallback.
I have concerns.
About which?
About the fact that we got pocket dimension as an upgrade. I wonder if that's what you get when you run out of things with the hard drives.
It is definitely not.
No?
I guarantee that's not.
Okay.
Unless they've changed it and changed the wiki, then if you run out of recipes, it just says, sorry, nothing to research, and kicks the hard drive back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never
That's what I'm saying.
I've never been in that situation.
Well, yeah, it's in update 3. Like I said, here there's only one spare hard drive, but in update 3 it was like 12 or 13 spares.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a lot of space.
Yeah, so okay, well, whatever. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this box that I hooked up to the grinder and put some radioactive stuff in, and now it's empty. It's still super duper radioactive. I don't understand why.
I don't know if it does. That is news to me. I was
Yeah.
very much under the impression that that was not the case.
I mean, yeah, it is consistent with behavior I've seen before. Like the power plants were still radioactive, even when they were allegedly empty of fuel. I'm gonna look that up because it would be good to know. I suppose I shouldn't do it while literally standing in radioactive zone, but whatever. Radiation. Blah 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 blah. Stuff.
Yeah, I also have to make the miners. Forgot about that.
When radioactive material is stored in a storage container, the container may emit residual radiation after all radioactive materials have been removed. To eliminate this, dismantle the container.
Yeah. I wonder if that's a design or a bug that they're just like, that sounds cool.
That's a good question.
Because it kind of reads as either, interestingly.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? It is ambiguous. It's ambiguous, I guess.
Boo.
Now, what else is radioactive? You're empty.
Oh, am I going to need to feed... Hold on. Ah, shit, I need another lane of these refineries, don't I? Because I need to feed them 2 lines of water. Well, I guess I could do it. You know what? Nah, fuck it.
2 lines of water?
Yeah.
No, it should only be 1 line each side. Because 900 whatever total.
Yes, but if you remember how I feed water into my thing, I run 1 line down the middle and feed 2 machines off either.
Oh.
But that's not going to work if we need that much water. It's fine. I have an alternate.
That is true.
That's all right. We'll just do. It's all right. It's all right. Every little thing will be all right. Ooh yeah.
Pro tip: rotors are not the same as stators.
That's true.
Just thought you might want to know that.
It's good knowledge. I placed those incorrectly, didn't I? Yes, I did. Wait, did I? Hold on, maybe I placed them wrong up here. I did. Okay.
Is me shutting down all the nuclear stuff going to cause us problems?
Sorry?
Is me shutting down all this nuclear production going to cause us power-related issues?
I would say that depends on how much fuel we have in reserve in the machines.
It is...
And I guess also how fast you go.
Right. It's
So,
not
like...
nothing.
Well, I guess just go fast then?
Right. That'll go fast.
Yeah.
Okay, why is this still radioactive?
God, I haven't eaten my Danish yet and it's all I can smell.
Oh, I don't have to cut it off down there. I should. Yes. Okay, fine.
Oh shit. Too high, too high.
Oh, this is a bad idea. Get back.
Oh god. Gosh, that world save though. Ooh, jeez. Oh. Okay, got a little turn around there. Okay, can you imagine how much more annoying this would be if these refiners had like a residue I had to deal with?
Yes, like some mineral sludge.
Yeah, mineral sludge. But I guess update 5 is still coming, so who knows?
That's true. What if you had to like make gas out of all the minerals?
Oh man.
And like crystallize them in order to make them more efficient?
I'm mad at myself.
Wouldn't that be annoying?
This entire belt setup doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
No, because each of these lanes has to be fed with an individual, like, usually we fade like a left and right off of, you know, one line
Yes.
of raw materials, but that is not how the wet concrete is going to work.
Right.
So much like how I just did a 2-lane of water, I actually have to fuck around with this now to get 2 lanes of oh fuck, concrete.
This is probably too late and irrelevant for now. But maybe what you should have done was build like 2 lanes facing the same way. Just
Yeah.
completely separate from each other.
Yep. It would have been. Yes. Or build 4 lanes that are just small.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It
It is a resolvable problem. Just, I feel stupid because of, like, we talked about it. They're like, oh yes, this is how this will all work. And then I promptly forgot.
I mean, we didn't really talk about it. We talked about the numbers.
Yeah.
We asked Mason what the numbers mean, but we never really internalized that. We didn't really think about what that implies.
Yeah. That's alright.
Okay, there's definitely still something radioactive here.
I can still make it work.
Oh, is it the train?
Oh, it might be. If you're near the edge.
I am.
Yeah, it's the train.
That's annoying.
It is. Because when I made that sphere, I made that sphere based off of the train not being there.
Right.
So when the train shows up,
like a lead wall.
I'm a little bit shocked that that's not an option in this game. If they have, I guess, well, I say I'm shocked, but I kind of understand because then you have to actually, like, do the math to mitigate an orb based on how many layers of, like, shielding.
They don't. They need to trace a ray between the player and a radiation source, and then see if it intersects lead. They do that all the time for everything, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, I am not a game developer, you know, but
You're not.
I know, shock. Alright, it's going away. Still radioactive. What? There really shouldn't be anything more here.
Spending so much time trying to get rid of the radiation instead of just working it.
Well, I mean, because I've gotten so used to building with the jetpack stuff, which I cannot do here. Which is annoying.
Oh god, I'm almost out of aluminum sheets again. Yeah, the hover pack is pretty sweet for doing this. Just a notice to how unobservant I am. Remember you said, like, hey, don't we have a new thing that we can travel around in? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? The person is wearing it in the intro screen.
Well, I mean, yes. I guess. I didn't notice that either.
Alright, there we go. 2 individual belts, with individual water. Stupid. It's fine. It's fixed. So. Now. We're gonna need 2 more lanes of raw materials. Oh. The raw materials tower must grow. Only one from here. And the other one's gonna come from somewhere. I don't know where it is yet. Somewhere over there. We'll figure it out.
Somewhere over there.
Somebody once told me. I should probably actually find out where that is. What's the scanner button again? There we go.
V.
Where
V
are
for
you?
scanner.
Here you are. Right over there. Okay. So, yeah, here. Nope, that's not where that goes. Not even kind of. Okay. God. Right, let's go and get some more sheeting. And actually, let's go to the MAM.
So that's done.
Huh.
Are you serious?
Quite.
I mean, I still have 2 more on me.
Okay,
But
hold
are
on.
we really out of recipes? Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. So now, we got that one. So,
There's not something we haven't researched.
supercomputer. What is the recipe for a super state computer?
Let's find out.
Maybe we haven't, we just didn't realize it.
I think we looked this up before.
Mm.
But, please load. Super state computer. 3. The distinguishing factor is batteries. Oh,
Yeah.
we have it.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Well, obviously, I must have just failed to mark that. We definitely don't have super state computers. Wait, that was super state. Sorry.
Yeah, so that was super state computer. So what is the recipe for silicon high-speed connectors? I'm gonna go with the one that has silicon in it.
It seems like likely.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one that has silica in it.
Cool.
And not cable. All right. Well, we're unlocking these left and right.
And then turbo motor. The turbo pressure motor uses what?
If we've actually have this.
Pretty sure we unlocked that one.
Packaged nitrogen gas. We have it. Okay, great, cool.
Packaged nitrogen
Glad.
gas. Do we? Which one's that one?
Yeah, the bottom one.
Oh. Oh, this also takes a pressure conversion tube. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever,
yeah,
I don't care. That's fine. Yeah. We got it. So, hey, congratulations. We have all the recipes we need, and in fact have had it for like 2 streams.
We unlocked something important last stream. I'm pretty sure. Why are you just...
Hey, we got our pockets expanded.
It's true.
Like, that's not nothing. I'll take that. Actually, you know what? Since I'm here.
One of the cells has become corrupted.
What? Probably for me.
On July 3rd, I replaced recipe steel rotor with blah. I don't know how that happened. There we go. Excellent.
Okay,
Good
miter
job.
Mark 3. So we need 2 of those. Okay. So we need 4 miners. I need 10 more fused frames. Where do I make fused frames? Over here, right? Pretty sure.
By the way, I am not going to do the plutonium stuff just yet.
Yep, that's fine.
Which won't change us a whole lot.
No, because we need the accelerator to do that, right?
Yeah, which we could just do that, but that feels big. I was also reading up on it, and it seems like having multiple accelerators clocked down is preferable to having one at normal speed.
Yeah, that tracks.
Because they are apparently super power hungry.
Yep. One and 2. All right, we should be good there. Actually, I don't know if I need 2 or 4 or 5. What is sitting on our current setup? Production. Mine Mark 3. Bunk. All right, good news. That was a Mark 2.
All right.
Now where? Oh, where?
Oh, wow. Eliminating the plutonium actually cuts out a lot of parts from this build.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, encroaching on another's
One
clearance. What? Oh, god damn it. I have to fucking break the stupid limestone off the top.
Yes. You do.
Gotta pop the cork. There we go. Okay, Mark 3 miner. Pop you on, I don't know. What direction do I want? Probably this way. Yeah. Yeah? No. Yeah? Yeah.
Huh. I also never considered this. But I just realized I have my sheet set up so that steel is also counted as part of the iron. Like it's some of the iron is supposed to go towards making steel, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no, that's not true. Sorry, disregard that.
Okay, disregarded.
Because we have the recipe that does it directly from the ore.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
How do I actually get you up there? I wonder, actually, can I build? Probably not, but let's see. Logistics. No, it needs to be on a wall. That does make sense. What do you think about this? What if... Oh, you know what? No, that'll work. I'll do it that way. So you... down to... let's go here. Hey.
That's more manageable.
Yes. Whoop, whoop, hi. Whoop, power. Oh, well, that one's down there now.
Is there a way to do this without tearing anything down? We build up.
So we need to get onto that belt, which means I'm gonna go like, I don't know, here? And then we're gonna go up to, oh boy. I don't know where this fits in the belt crime universe, but I feel like this is a belt crime.
The build crime extended universe.
Yeah, in the larger belt crime legal network, because everyone knows about the normal belt crimes, but these are like those niche ones that like different states have different rules on.
Right. The special logistics unit.
cue the Law and Order sound effect again. Okay, so don't need. How am I going to feed the water on this? I guess I'm feeding it from the back. Actually, I answered my own question. There's no other way this works. All right. And with that, the research is done. Mam's done. Yeah.
Oh, this is... Wow.
What's up?
Grinder's going on. The grinder is very tall. And boy, I wish I had my platform building mod right about now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I am in fact building a second floor.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's the first limestone fed in. Let's go get the other one. I don't know why I always leave water till last.
I don't know. Is it a Freudian? No, I don't know.
I have no idea. Okay, we actually do we run concrete anywhere specific? Oh, we do run into a belt eventually. Okay.
Do we?
Yep.
Oh, I guess we must, yeah, because we...
On
we
the...
reinforced beams, whatever.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. I just needed to know where I was going to reroute the flow, I guess, for now.
Sure.
Because I'm going to tear out the whole old concrete section. Oh, hey, look at that. We actually have just a box of emergency backup concrete here. 2 boxes, actually. That's
I think
fun.
those used to be our primary boxes at one point.
They
just never removed them.
Yeah, well, I just left it. I was like, well, I'll just feed stuff into this box and...
Yeah.
You know, in an emergency, we have a couple thousand cement. I don't know what kind of emergency warrants that, but...
A building emergency, I guess.
Hmm. Okay, go for that. Okay, so I have to get my raw concrete to here. Can I go back a little bit? Where am I? There. Just gonna step up like that. Because then...
Where is... Oh. Wait, what?
like that.
Oh, here, duh.
Then,
Somewhere. Actually, 3 of those.
that's good enough. Okay. You come here. As much as I can.
this is a different recipe. Oh, that's
Oh, not a splitter. The opposite of the splitter.
why. Nice.
Yeah, I'll do. Perfect. God damn it.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Oh, our poor little biofuel bills.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Just sitting in the corner, being sad.
Sure is.
Not even powered on.
It's there. I've used it every now and then.
It's there for if we ever are in a time of need. Need to build a whole bunch of emergency biofuel generators.
Exactly.
And remind me, how much is this going to produce in terms of oil concrete? Just one belt's worth?
I think so.
Some 40, we said?
That sounds right.
Alright, then yeah, it's just one belt out. Okay.
Yeah.
2 belts enter, 1 belt leaves. That's... Okay, 6.
Let's just get a bunch of parts.
I think that's right. That was not right.
These complicated builds make me feel like an idiot.
Uh-huh. I feel that way with the... I feel that way all with pretty much every build.
Hmm.
So, don't feel too bad. There we go. Continue to you. And there we go. Second concrete line set up. Whoops. Yeah, I lost the power. That's alright. Speaking of, I still have to power these things. Scroll down. Come on. There we go. Concrete.
Alright.
Concrete.
Reader control units. And heavy frames. Hey, did you know you can copy and paste from machine to machine?
You told me that last time. But you still have to open it, don't you?
Yeah, you do, but it saves you time scrolling down.
I'm dumb. Well, I mean, I'm done setting the machines. I'm not done.
Right.
I have to power the bastards.
It will also copy and paste the overclocking, including putting in extra shards.
I feel like I don't need that anymore. Whoop. No way was this whole line powered off of that. There's no way. Oh my god, it was. That's stunning. There we go. Wow, okay, well, alright.
How is this not getting any iron? Oh, there's a piece of copper. What the? Oh. Hmm. We're gonna be picking copper out of our teeth for months.
That happens.
There it goes.
Alright. Those machines are all now powered up. So the last thing is water.
You can be done that before I'm basically started this build.
That's good. That means I can come help you.
It's true.
I'm just gonna go like this for now. Okay, there we go. I need water pumps. Concerned it. God, and all I'm missing is some motors. Disappointed.
Motors we have.
Well, yeah, but not on my human body. And also not on my in-game body.
Right. I mean, if you're so interested, we could also use a proper rethink of the rotor setup.
The
Slash
copper
motor
what?
setup.
Cut what? Where now? Sorry, say again.
I said if you were interested, we could also use a whole new motor slash rotor line.
Hmm.
Since that stuff is all kind of jacked right now.
Wow. It seems to be doing alright. Wow.
Well, except we don't
The
have any
stators are
rotors.
very slow.
I just spent 2 minutes crafting rotors.
Wait, rotors?
Yeah, those are the ones that we're missing, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, rotors are the bottleneck. And why are they the bottleneck?
Because they're super expensive and need like a million rods and screws and stuff like that.
Mhm. Do we have alternate?
No, I don't.
There we do.
Or maybe we do. Oh, what's with this machine?
Copper routers, steel rotors.
Game?
Hmm. Okay, can I just go into you, select recipe? So that gives me how many? 10 per minute. You know, I'm just gonna pull up the wiki. It's
Best rotor belts.
rotor. Let's see. So the copper rotor produces 11.5 per minute at base speed. So, if we crank that up to the 3 batteries that you've got here, that'd be getting 34, just shy of, rotors a minute, as opposed to the 10 that we're getting now on this build. Which doesn't seem terrible.
Are you talking to me?
I was kind of talking out loud.
Okay.
Well, because you were saying like the rotors
Yeah.
are kind of
It's just
jacked.
I think yes. But I'm gonna now mute you because I need to concentrate on numbers for a second.
I'm hurt. Okay. Can't believe you muted me. I'm the star of this show. Well, that's all that. So now we're going over here. Actually, hold on. I need that. Do we need that one? Do we need... No, 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 no. I need that one. Okay. So... There's all the concrete. I'm just going to connect these up for a minute because I'm not actually putting it anywhere useful. That still allows me to connect the merger. No, god damn it. 8 E merge. There we go. Goes there. And there goes literally right on top of you. And delete that. And funnel you into... Fuck. Nope. Nope. Don't do that.
I am here T3. I just need SGDQ quiet time while I'm doing critical building components.
Yeah. He muted me. He's too good for it now. Also, good evening, T3. I did an hour Duster stream. I did see you streaming that. I didn't get to actually watch, unfortunately. But I did see you doing that.
I also saw that immediately before going live here.
Entered the ship and went into the first room, and immediately 2 doors started getting busted down by 2 enemies, so I ran to another room, grabbed a disabled drone that I found left with my tail between my legs. I mean, yeah. That, having observed what that game is, that sounds about right. Okay, so just do that until a platform. Is that above water? I don't think it is. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, that's for sure not in water. Alright. I witnessed another guy today leave a room, and then like a second he passed through the door, the room behind him suffered a pipe burst and he got radiated. You're talking in-game, right? Otherwise that'd be very bad. Not deep enough water there. Whoop. Oh, that actually hurt me? Boo. Okay, let's switch to my other jetpack for the moment. Yeah, that game looks very interesting. Like, it looks very neat. And absolutely, like, way too much stress for me. Oh, right, I have to switch my perception so I can actually see this. My depth perception, that is. Field of view, that's the word. You have anxiety problems yourself? Yeah. That's fine. I'm not to explain. I'm not saying I have anxiety or anything like that. But games like that make me anxious. I do not drive. I don't like playing games where I am constantly at the threat of murder. Generally speaking, like that said, there's a difference between something like Apex, because I can shoot back at those people. I'll probably lose, but I can shoot those people. Versus, you know, something like. Let's build you there. No idea why I bought the game. Like I said, it's a very interesting concept. I think conceptually it's very neat. Like having to use drones to explore and stuff like that. Like, I dig it. I would love to watch somebody else play it, but for me, I would just get too sweaty pumped. It would not bring me joy. Like, there's a reason I don't play horror games. For that, basically that same mechanism. I hate being powerless in a video game like that. It just, I get why some people like it. Like I can appreciate the challenge, etc., etc. I hate it. I don't like that shit at all. Don't know why I love it. I don't know. 'Cause you're freaky? I have no idea. Am I standing in water right now? Oh, I guess I am. Huh. Okay, so let's put a stack of pipe. It's like stacking pipes. Let's put you there. You actually, we can just put you there as well. The theme of constant death and destruction is an origin story. Yeah, I guess that makes sense being freaky at the start. Yeah. Yeah, like, again, like, I totally get, I can understand the appeal. I legitimately can. But that same appeal, whilst I understand it, does nothing for me. Oh, can't put that there. Let's move back a little bit. Like, it's one of the, like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm just, like, asking, why? The entire time I see people playing it. It's just, it's not something that brings me joy. Okay, and then 4. Boop, boop. Oh, damn. Those don't quite line up. That's fine. Bye. Dang it. Oh, let's go up there. Same with you. Sure, that'll be good enough. No one's gonna look down here, it's fine. There we go. Okay, 4.
I'm back to debasing myself on voice chat again.
Oh, hi. Did you finish up in your mine palace?
A little bit, yeah.
Alright. I'm almost done getting concrete up, and then I would be happy to assist you in any way you would like. I was honestly expecting this build to be bigger when I started the night. I didn't know it was just 10 refiners.
Right.
I thought it was going to be like 20 or 30. So I just love getting screwed over when something decides to break. For example, the scenario that randomly happens when your command gets corrupted and you can't use some of them. One of the common ones is the close command gets corrupted, so you can no longer close doors. Ugh. Like, again, yeah, I get it. And especially, like, there's a real thrill of, like, being able to persevere against the game actively trying to, like, screw you. I mean, that's why roguelikes exist, and indeed roguelikes with additional challenge modes exist. I get it. I just don't like it. Power line over here. God, come on. There we go. That's why I liked Everspace. Everspace, for some reason, didn't really trigger my, like, frustration the same way until I got to the hard mode. Like I said, the challenge modes don't do it for me, because at that point the game is just being mean, and that is, you know, the design of it at that point, which is fine. But it's also why I stopped playing, because like I was doing that, I was like, hey, this is not fun for me anymore, so I'm gonna stop.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
I built everything 1 foot to the left. Where it should
Oh.
be.
Well, that's the stream, everyone.
Yeah, we're done. Forever.
This is my motor moment. Okay. I believe we should now have wet concrete.
Alright.
Oh, I hope I can make it up. I hope I can make it up. Come on. No, yeah. Here we go. Woo. Oh, no, we're not. I have to build the pumps because that water is not coming up here. That's fine. I can do that from up here. Where do I want to put these?
Wait a minute. What?
Oh no.
It's a better lineup.
Okay, there we go. And then I need some more power down there. We're gonna get some. Ooh. Come here. There we go. That should do it. Right? Right. Son of a bitch.
Alright. Good.
Crap. Okay. Alright, fine. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. Well, I found all the limestone. So, I need to put this pump, like, here? Or possibly right here. Let's see. There we go. I just had to move them down a little.
Alright.
See you later. Hmm? I have no idea who you're talking to right now, Teether. Or is that you saying that you're out for now? In which case, have yourself a good evening. Alright. Concrete is on its way.
Excellent. I'm getting hard already. Wait.
Boo. Oh, I said the stream's over. Right. The stream's not over. The stream will continue until morale improves.
No.
Also, I need to... Do I need to... Yeah, you know what? I'll just slap some batteries in the miner so we're putting out the full 780 because pff, why not?
Alright. You do all these pipes. So,
780. Alright, there we go. So that one's putting out 780. And then fly back to here. I want. Wait, can I even do that? 70. There we go. Okay. Those miners are both now outputting their maximum. So, let's reconnect the concrete to our existing setup till such a time as is no longer required. So
Okay.
just did the stupid yes it did. God damn it. Alright. Come on. Come on. Okay, so where am I? About here? Okay. So then okay. There we go. Alright, the concrete is once again flowing.
Great.
Nigh infinite concrete. Alright, so,
Really creeps.
what you doing?
Oh, hi. Just building these encased uranium cell factories.
Ooh, look at you with your 2 layers of sulfur production? No.
Nope.
No, that's the encased
this-
things, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I can't go over there unless you give me some filters, and or do we have the resources? Because I can just build my own.
We kind do. I'll just give you some right filters. I made a bunch. There you go. Although the part where I'm at is not radioactive.
Well, I'll take them anyways.
Yeah, so here's the part I'm not really sure about, which is how to
Okay.
delegate.
Okay.
Because right now, I'm just... So, part of this new build is that all the recipes are different from the defaults.
Oh,
That's why we
okay.
hunted a shit ton of hard drives.
Right.
And so, basically, everything needs to be rebuilt, even the stuff that we've already built. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, do you want me just to tear out what we had before? Like everything
If
down
you're
there?
I think that might be for the best. I'm not entirely sure what needs to be. Some of the stuff might be keepable, but
Yeah.
at this
Alright,
point,
these ones
we
are
may as well
standard at
start
least.
over.
The encased uranium cells
Yes,
seem to be
these
the
ones-
same.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, so you
Although,
put one per
I'm
machine.
kind of wishing I had spec'd out the alternate at this point,
Mm,
but it's too late to change it now. I'm not gonna go there. T3, I would not mind talking about it more, but I'm also incredibly distracted right now. So this is not a good venue.
Live streams make beg for talking. So we can talk about things on the stream. I'm not trying to say like, oh no, we can't do that. But you also have like, I don't know, time and a place for certain discussions. Like you're not going to get an in-depth one-on-one as you might be wanting at this juncture because we are both kind of distracted in what we're doing. And given the subject matter you want to talk about, which is your Sona's like origin story and like the very deep build that you've done with it, which is fine. Again, I'm not knocking it. I don't think casual conversation would what's the word I want to look for?
I'm happy to do shop talk, but it requires a lot of brain power that's currently occupied by pipes.
yeah, it's not going to get the amount of attention that it deserves. How about that? I think that's a reasonable way of saying it. Okay, so yeah, I can tear out everything I'm doing down here, or was doing down here. It's not like I worked hard on it or anything. It's fine. Oh god, I gotta visit the... Do we have a grinder up here by chance? Or is that... No.
We did. I tore it down because it doesn't fit on the... It did not fit on the first floor.
Right. Okay. Sorry, yeah, I get that, which is why I further open window need here, so... Alright. Do we actually do our last ma'am? We did not. There we go.
No. There it is.
We did it.
You can do one. You can do one last one if you want to see what happens. Oh, actually, I have the last one, don't I?
Yeah.
I have the last two. I'll pop it in and we can see what happens.
Let's get rid of those.
No, it still wants to scan it.
Surprise! There's extra research.
Yes, the wiki's out of date. Oh no. Free
You can't-
uranium cells
What?
as alternate research that we didn't know about.
Hmm. I see.
humor joke?
You were making the jokes. Got it.
Yes, it's a thing I do sometimes.
Well, in this game, it is
Ill
perfectly plausible that actually there's some other weird twist.
Could be. There was actually
Alright.
an update yesterday.
Was there really?
Again, humor jokes.
God damn it! You got me again.
Sulfuric acid. I don't have a recipe down there. We do. The sulfuric acid down here. Could we keep it?
Well, if you want. Well,
Well,
you know,
Doesn't make
if
sense.
you need it directly up there, it makes more sense to build it up there because, like, piping the water up a little bit is one pump versus like 4,
sure.
right?
Well, we don't need. It would just be one as for the acid itself.
Well, how much acid are we putting out? I guess I was thinking of like
A tiny-
individual.
A tiny amount. A trivial amount. I think 120 total.
Excuse me.
Or even, actually, it's even less. It's like 90 total. But I'll move it. Because you're right.
Yeah, I may as well move it up. It's that seems cleaner to me to have like all of that stuff on. Besides, it's a big dumb refinery. No, it's a mixer.
No, the acid is
Oh, it is a refinery,
actually,
isn't it?
I have no idea what I just tore down. I think it's a refinery.
It is a refinery. Oof! Ow! Ooh! Ow! 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 Right. Radiation.
Yes. I still want to know what is radioactive. Because it's none of these machines, or it's not supposed to be at least.
I wonder if there's anything left down on the base floor.
Could be, I guess.
Like the radiation bubble from the train station. Oh, the train just pulled in. Is not a joke.
No, I do know that. I didn't think it was that much of not a joke.
Hmm.
Ow. Actually, so the train is serious. I can feel the train from up here.
Yeah, the train is
Whereas
not.
the other,
The train's not fucking around.
yeah.
So T3. That saying is "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." I've already kind of forgotten the reference as to why we were talking about that, but yeah, that is the saying. Oh, look at all these boxes. So many boxes. All the sulfur we super don't need. That one piece of flooring that we definitely still need.
That was dumb. What? Oh, actually, no, that works.
Okay. Continuing to tear down the machines. Oh boy, I'm sure I'm glad that that machine was empty when I tore it out.
Hmm.
Also, oh, did you put the smart splitter down there to stop the stuff coming in?
I did.
Oh, look
I
at
did.
you.
I mean, it was a great idea. I had never even thought about using it that way.
I guess you could have also put it. Oh no, it's. I was gonna say put a valve. It's not a liquid.
Yeah. It would be cool if we could also hook it up to a switch, so we didn't have to.
Yeah, turn the splitter like on and off, kind of thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
That would be cool.
But what are you gonna do?
Leave it in the suggestion box, which is literally what they say on all their dev streams for good ideas. Like, yeah, put in the suggestion thing, and maybe we'll do it. Oh, hydrate. Right, yes, thank you. I brought that expression because Pokemon were 2 jokes that fooled you. Ah. Mm-hmm. That would apply. That would apply. Okay. More stuff for the grinder. Okay. Toss that. Toss those. Yeah, toss all those. Toss those too.
Please extract these.
I don't need that much concrete. Or that much of those. Alright, there we go. So once I clear the floor down here, like if you want to tell me like what recipe you need or recipes you need me to build, I'm happy to just start building those out.
I would say just look at the spreadsheet and, you know, we can work our way from the top down.
Alright.
Like, oh, come on, pipes. Really? Like, I guess for these machines, I'm working on sulfuric acid. We have uranium. I guess concrete. Where I have a concrete line.
Uh-huh.
So I guess that's all.
All the concrete is currently being poured into the base. That line is very probably backed up by now, because we were only using it for like 2 things. So.
Right. The other parts, I wonder. They may not be that complicated. And so I guess it's just a matter of putting them down.
Mm-hmm.
We will need to get quartz out here so we can make some silica.
Okay.
So that's, I guess, one thing that is...
yeah, so is it rock quartz that we convert into silica? Or what's the recipe you want to use for that? Rock quartz and... Oh, is it the rock quartz refinery?
It's constructor. Oh, actually, hold on. Good question.
Yeah, because
cheap silica.
Cheap silica.
Which is, I think that's the. I should look that up.
You know what? It's fine for now. Keep concentrating on the thing you need to concentrate on. I'm still picking up boxes.
You could also just look it up. It's the one that uses limestone. Is the one I had pegged.
Oh. That's actually problematic since all our limestone is currently being used for concrete.
All of it? Oh yeah, I guess 2 full builds.
So I'll have to find a new source of limestone for that, which is fine. I can do that. I can source that.
They are cheap.
It's not the cheap. It's the plentiful.
A third one just, well, plentiful is what I mean. A third one just pinged when I did it, about 400 meters away from the base. So it's not super
That
far.
one. Oh, that one. Oh, okay.
I have no idea how hard that is to get to.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah, let me finish cleaning up my space down here, and then I will go do that.
I guess there's nothing. We could use the one that doesn't use limestone. It's the same amount of input. Oh no, sorry, that's not true. You just get more silica if you add limestone.
Okay, that's fine.
So
I have no problem with going to get that. If that's what we want to do, or that's what the recipe says, then by God, that's what we use. That's for the connectors, right?
That's for something, I guess.
Yep.
I forget what it was.
It sure is for something.
There's definitely a reason why.
Wait, what did that research? Oh, that was the empty hard drive?
Yeah.
That's just gonna tell me you're too smart. Here's your hard drive back.
I guess we'll see. I've never actually done that. Because who would do such a dumb thing? Am I right?
Yeah. Okay. That was even full. Very different question. Is it logical to recognize people by their smell? Yeah. That's fine. It's an identifier like anything else. If people have a distinct smell, then yes. I have definitely done that in the past. I mean, this is one of those things like why perfumes literally were kind of invented. Like that was absolutely a thing that people cared about. So yeah. Oh no, I actually filled the grinder box. I mean, bad smell is still a smell, but like people spend a lot of money getting like custom scents made. Like that's a real thing, especially in like Middle Eastern countries or stuff where things like face coverings and that are like more prevalent. It is actually very common for people to have a signature smell that is made for them and is actually like used in part as a way of like when you walk into the room, people know like, oh hey, like Jody's here or whatever. Like that's a real thing.
I did not know that.
It's not the only reason. Like people just like to smell nice, and the uniqueness is, you know, a selling point. But yeah, it's a real thing.
The more you know.
Doodly-doo. Okay. Guess I'll go get that hard drive back. Your hard drive has been returned to you.
Hard drives. I can teleport hard drives to you 10 minutes at a time.
Is this what I want to do? I want to make batteries. Yeah, power shard. I thought it was just a weird thing I did where I could smell something specific and associated with a certain feeling. No, actually, smells are one of, if not the strongest sense to memory.
Yeah.
Smells are actually super good at making people feel nostalgic and stuff like that. It is actually a reason why when you're like doing house showings and stuff like that, they tell you to like microwave a bit of vanilla and something else because it makes your house smell vaguely like chocolate chip cookies, which everyone loves, and it will actually make them like your house more. Or fresh bread is another common tactic. Because I mean, unless you're a celiac, like you probably have quite a love for bread. Most people do. So no, it is not weird that your brain has strong associations with smell. So. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, cleaning up.
Yes.
Okay, toss it back in.
Ah, forgot to grab aluminum.
Do you need some? I have
I will
800
need
and some odd.
soon. I can
Where
go
you
back
at?
and get more. It's not a big deal.
It's fine.
I'm behind the new refineries.
Okay,
If
hold on
you
a
were
second.
to drop some off.
Yep,
Thank you.
no problem. You're the foreman, I am the gopher in this particular setup, and that's
Foreman
fine.
is a strong word.
I want to put these on the floor.
Lead imbecile is maybe closer to the truth.
No? Okay, drop, drop, drop. There you go, there's 600. That'll do you for a little while.
It should, yes. I was about to start using lower belt speeds.
Don't you fucking dare. We're never going back. Say I learned? Well, happy I could teach you something.
Ooh, this actually works out very nicely. Oh, is that not lined up?
Taught to trust the nose? Not always. The thing with your nose is like that. Like I said, I literally told you a way in which people leverage your sense of smell to manipulate you. So,
I mean, if you've been taught by Fruit Loops, then you know that you should always follow your nose to the fruity smell of whatever.
yeah, except Fruit Loops are a lie because they're all the same flavor.
Delicious.
Sure. Fruit adjacent.
Fruit adjacent loops didn't market quite as well. Fruit style loops.
Fruit-ish pebbles. Fruit-like flavor rings. Okay, that's all torn down. So let me just empty my inventory once more, and then go find that limestone, bring it over, and then look up the recipe for cheap silica.
All right. We are now dropping acid, which is a good thing in this context.
I mean, it's a good thing in a lot of contexts, so I'm told.
I should disconnect this actually.
Stop those. I like play the fun game of what stuff do I need in my inventory versus what can I just get rid of. Let's get rid of all this. I'm producing more of
I
those.
play that game sometimes. Usually I just drop everything and get it fresh.
Alright, so there's that. Alright, so I need to make a refinery. Nope, not a refinery. Miner. What do I need? Ah, damn it.
Miners.
Well, supercomputers, like the ones I just threw into the grinder.
There's more than where those came from.
No, I know. It's not the point. Okay, got those. Steel pipes and portable miners.
So, uranium
Steel
cells
pipes.
are done.
1, 2,
Well, they're not done.
3. There we go. Alright, where was this thing? That way. 300 meters. That's not very far.
It's not, no. Here.
Switch to jetpack.
Here.
Now, what stupid animal is going to be protecting it? Okay, what do we got? A normal limestone. That'll do, right?
Yeah, I think so. What do we need? We need...
Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at the only nuke. So need silica. So this one.
Yeah.
Which means we need
26. Sorry. We need
Go for
3
it.
machines. 3 machines. 16. Oh, this one has complicated recipes. 60 divided by 16. 3.75 times 3. Nope. Divided by 3 times 5. We need a trivial amount per second.
Okay, cool. So a Mark III miner should do the job.
Yes. 1 belt should satisfy our needs, yes.
Well, hold on. It's on a normal, so that's going to produce...
That's okay. We
that's
need 1 normal belt. 1 Mark 1 belt.
Oh, okay.
If you can satisfy that. then
Okay, yeah, it's going to produce 240, like, just by itself, so if that's fine, then okay.
that is sufficient, yes.
Alright.
I guess we'll have to make do. Hello, Mr. Boy. Welcome back.
Sorry?
Someone
sorry,
in
someone in your
my
chat.
Yes.
Hello to your chat.
When I'm playing Satisfactory. Alright, I'll see you when you're done your match of whatever it is you're playing.
Okay.
Okay, so that's uranium. Did sulfur.
I can't wait for you to surpass me in viewership and everything.
That is literally never going to happen.
You'd be surprised.
I was thinking about this earlier today.
Oh?
And we have discussed in the past, are you a professional streamer, are you amateur, that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think that technically you are professional because allegedly people are giving you money. And surely by now we must have passed the threshold for actually getting a pay.
Nope.
Maybe not. No? Not yet? Okay,
Nope.
well, eventually.
I
that'll
appreciate that level of confidence you have in me, but no.
I mean-
that has not yet happened.
happen. I know how much money I've given you. And I know that Eno has
Yep. Oh no, I know they are definitely there waiting, but the minimum payout is 100 US, which we have not hit.
100 US.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess I have to remember that everything's cut in half. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's yeah. What you're giving is not all coming to me.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Given enough time, eventually you will get 1 paycheck.
That is
Which would
that is
technically be
correct.
good. But probably you're actually closer to an amateur. You're an
Yeah.
aspiring professional.
I'm beyond
I am
hobbyist.
Yeah, that's the thing. I am not beyond hobbyist. I am casual, 100%. And I do not care to try and build an audience to promote myself. I stream because it's fun, and maybe someone will show up. And that's it.
I mean, that is actually the right attitude for like all of this.
I don't know if I would. Like, if you... Because, okay, clearly it is possible to make this a job. 'Cause
Sure.
people do it.
Yep.
And so, if you want to do it, you gotta do it. Right? And that does mean, like, treating it, taking it seriously. That means promoting yourself. That means putting in the hours. That means making time sacrifices that you wouldn't have. I was just talking earlier that I don't. Should I watch your stream or should I do my stream? I don't know. I would rather watch your stream most of the time, you know. And so because of that, you know, somebody who actually cares is gonna be able to do this more than somebody who doesn't.
Yeah,
And
fair.
I am in the latter case.
Sorry, for what I meant more is like whether you want to be a professional or not. A lot of the times, especially when starting out, all the advice is effectively to like not worry about all that stuff as much, and instead worry about getting like consistent content, like getting consistent content, getting consistent schedule, figuring out like your vibe, such that it is like what makes you unique, or if that's the thing you care about. And then once you kind of got a handle of what you're doing, then if you want to go professional, then then it's a matter of you start to learn the marketing, the being able to follow the trends, all that stuff.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah, I know that you can do it without quote unquote following the trends and that kind of stuff. But,
you can, but that requires a certain level of like, that's where you have to like, how unique are you?
it's easier to stream Fortnite for 40 hours a week for a year or two, and then decide that you don't want to do that ever, which is exactly a trajectory I've seen several people take.
Oh yeah. That's Rocket did Apex, and then until he got a good following, he switched over to Valorant, and he hasn't looked back, and it's worked out well for him. Which is totally legit. That's an absolutely fine thing to do. Then you got people like
if you want to use this bottom belt, by the way.
Oh.
I'm rerouting this concrete.
Okay, I will do that then. Oh, well, you don't have to. I was gonna use that.
Oh.
It's fine.
Really.
It's fine. I'll just. Well, no, I was repurposing a bunch of stuff, so that's fine. Where am I? So I'm on this line right here. There we go. Boop. All right. So there's the limestone.
All right.
My stream cut out before the internet is real bad. Oh, I think I had an event, so sorry about that.
I'm not able to.
You told me a way smells exploited. That's true. Sorry, did you want me to repeat that? The smell thing? I think
no, that was.
Okay. Just making sure. Sorry, I was not paying attention to that. I was rerouting stuff. I got kind of tunnel vision there. Okay, so that's that, and we also need the silica brought over, correct? Or
well, no, we're gonna make the silica.
The quartz, sorry, the quartz. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How much quartz do we need?
That's a good question. Quartz. Oh boy, this sheet is real bad. For this.
What's the recipe?
It's cheap silica. So okay, we need 78. We need 75 silica. So if you want to work backwards from there,
Cheap silica.
It's like 50 or something. It's very small.
Sorry, say that again. How much do we need? We need 3 machines worth of silica?
3 machines worth, yes.
So that's 35 quartz, let's call it.
Okay, sure.
Per minute.
That sounds right.
Okay, that's fine. Then I don't really need to do much to the other. There are existing quartz. So, is it raw quartz? Okay, so we do want raw quartz though. Yeah. So that's the one differentiator. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Shan't be a problem. Let's make 2 of you. I'll just make 3. Who cares? Okay. And then slap another you on. Good, I've got all the materials I need. Fantastic. Let's mosey. things I never care for to do, or things I don't have enthusiasm for. Yeah, I mean, it's the whole chase your bliss thing, right? That's fair. Like, sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. That's just, you know, reality. But let's just upgrade that miner to something stupid. 480 raw quartz. Yeah, I think that'll do.
Probably. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we would definitely need more quartz elsewhere. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like we're producing. Well, we have an old quartz setup here that will probably eventually swap over to the refinery setup. I believe that is what we eventually want to do, but for now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's.
I think
That's a
most
future
or all
problem.
the other quartz I think are going into the not silica but the other thing.
Yeah, and the best part, we have 2 pure quartz mines right here.
Perfect.
So like, we got so much quartz here. Okay,
The
so.
limestone? What the fuck?
Huh?
Alright. Trying to figure out why this concrete is not flowing. I believe the answer is because fuck you. That's exactly the reason. Okay.
Why can't I build you? I can't build you on a corner. Alright, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that's the encased uranium cells done. Save for turning back on uranium later.
Can I go this way? Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so there's raw quartz there. And then just go like this.
Let me make sure 20 per minute. I'm paranoid. 25 per minute. Wait, what? Oh, these numbers are wrong. Okay, I just gotta trust it.
Just because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Go like that.
Encased industrial.
Go like this.
Okay, so just one machine per minute. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, said.
Nerds. I need concrete for that too. Obviously. Whoa, what's up with this concrete line?
What?
I think there's a bottleneck on it. It's very
Really?
much not. Oh, yeah. At least
Really?
over here. I'll follow it back, see what the problem is.
What, this thing's like jammed on this end.
There's probably
Mind you, it is feeding into the main system, so it's possible it's just getting eaten.
I don't think that's probably true. It's probably this Mark III belt right here.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That would probably do it, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do that. Actually. Okay, bring it to
How many
here.
pipes do I need? 5.
Actually, is that a thing I need to do? No, that's stupid. What am I doing? I don't need to make that part of this.
What are you doing?
I'm making decisions.
How dare you make
Whoops.
What are
Whoops.
you even doing?
There we go. Okay. It's fine. I caught myself. Everything's fine here.
You get over here.
Will I ever give Dusters a try? Nope. I can pretty confidently just say no to that. What?
You know, it is part of the. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Disregard.
Hmm?
I was gonna say that was part of the bundle, as one of the bundles, but that is not true. I looked that up already.
I would say if it was part of the bundles and I came across it, at that point, sure. Because I'll try the games in the bundles. But, okay. No, I don't want to do this. Keep on trying to get smart. I don't need to get smart.
I think that we should switch to modded playthrough and absolutely get smart. So that's the mod that lets you build all the platforms.
Yeah. I'm just gonna run you through there. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, we'll just start the whole run over.
Wait. Oh. I mean, we don't need to start that over. We can just do it. We literally can just do it in like 5 minutes.
Nope. It's all or nothing, baby.
That's not true, and you know it.
It's true if I want it to be true in this case.
I can't argue with that logic. That logic is unassailable.
It's true.
There is no argument that can bust your argument.
Connect you to you. There we go.
Can't
All right.
afford- I'm out of iron plates. What episode
Feels
is this?
weird when you run out of
Episode
something
one?
like that, huh?
Yeah. It should just be free at this point.
What, you're gonna make me pay for these? Don't you know who I am?
I'm over 30.
Okay. So then, actually, yeah, here we go. I got something for this. Hell yeah, I actually have across the basement. I'm out of plates.
Oh ho.
The aluminum sheeting.
Oh.
How did my week go? My week was okay. I'm working on the same problem for a while, which is something. But it's
I always hate when that happens.
like it's I shouldn't say problem. We want to do ungated access to certain parts of our system. For engagement purposes, which makes perfect sense. But it was a thing that we're like, we'll do it post-launch, and, well, we're doing it now.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are. It's just, it requires more work than probably is necessary if we had decided at some juncture to you know, like, do it, like, as part of the construction.
Yeah.
So,
Who possibly could have seen that coming?
so, encroaching on clearance. Ah, there's a useless belt here. Okay. So, like, it's fine. It's just, it adds more complications, whoops, to the whole thing. Which, again, it's not an insurmountable problem. Oh my god, how much copper do I have running down here? I have a lot of copper down here. Oh no, I don't. That belt is empty. That was a lie. That was an old belt of copper. There we go. 7. So it's like, my week was fine. Just been working on the same thing for a little while, which is draining, but it's coming along. It's almost done. At this point, I actually believe I'm down to putting in the tracking code. So we can actually see how people are using it.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Hey, where the hell's all my rock quartz? You wrote the same script 6 times in the same playbook for Ansible to configure servers multiple times. Well, ugh. You have to rewrite it again. Ew. I do not envy you. Sysadmin stuff like that, absolutely. What? Hold on. I for absolute sure built this belt. Wait, what?
Ah, now you're in my world.
The conveyor belt must snap to what? Oh, that was so weird. I couldn't build it out of the splitter to the belt, but then when I did it in the other direction, it worked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, fuck, whatever.
Oh, I
fine.
can't build this assembler right here, but I can 3 feet to the left, where there's still absolutely nothing.
Yeah, there we go. Ah, there we go. That's the kind of quartz speed I was expecting.
So, your application, or I guess I don't know anything about your software, but in terms of the website, I am always curious how you handle authentication in a predominantly like JavaScript-based application.
By using Firebase.
Firebase, I see. That's the Amazon thing.
Yes.
No,
Wait.
sorry.
Google. Yes.
Google.
So we're using
I don't know why I
Firebase.
said Amazon.
Because it's a huge conglomerate that probably has its own authentication system you can use.
Sure.
So yeah, we use Firebase. That is as much as that answers I can adequately give. Not for obfuscation purposes, but because, quite frankly, that's as much as I know. I wasn't there for any of the setup of it, and it all works. So I'm not questioning it right now.
All right. I do have more questions, but it sounds like you are not in position to answer them.
I mean, you can ask them, and we can find out for sure.
I was gonna ask like how people log in, like where do they? Is it like a redirect to another thing? Is it?
No. So
the credentials and forward them.
So we don't have like a sign in with Google or anything like that. We do have a traditional login form. Those credentials are passed along to a Firebase authentication endpoint. So it goes straight to Firebase, which will handle the authentication and will obviously return, good or bad stuff. Wait, is that true? I'm saying that we might... No, we do... Yeah, we do that. And then we also then authenticate... So Firebase, we use Firebase and Firestore for some stuff, and then we have a separate system for, like, the more complex, SQL access. Like, we have a separate Swagger API, which provides with all the other stuff. So, like, we store some stuff in Firebase, in, like, the Firestore, for, like, collections and such for some of it. Like, user preferences and, like, some things that can be more aggressively cached. And I need to look up how I actually do this cheap silica. Is it an assembler? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we need 3 assemblers. Okay. So yeah, it's like we kind of do it's not quite double authentication, but it's like once we get the Firebase auth user, we can then go and get the rest of the user information that we need based off of that, and we use like our Swagger like API layer does communicate with Firebase. So I would say that it's also using Firebase as its authentication layer, I think.
Sure.
But I know nothing. I know nothing about how the backend authenticates. That is one I can confidently say I couldn't tell you if you held a gun to my head.
I mean, I can probably guess, since.
I mean, you're a smart man. I'm sure you can figure it out.
I mean, I've done that. I've done the backend part of this half a dozen times. It's not that complicated. You only need to do OAuth and exchange security tokens and decrypt the public key infrastructure. And I'm intentionally making this sound more complicated than it really is. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know how it works. It's
sure.
I mean, I know how OAuth works, but again, that's coming from like JavaScript. Cheap silica, right?
It's not that different. The only difference is that you can actually trust the results.
I'd be mad if it wasn't true. Set up a PK and a client server digital certificates as well as signing key for packs verified traffic is coming from an authorized source. Neat. I understand those words.
Yeah. There we go. Nope. Nope. Come on. Game.
logistics, splitters.
JavaScript is fine. People who complain about it are little weenie babies who can't handle a little bit of weird duck typing and bizarre syntax. And
Listen, we got TypeScript if that's if that's what you need. Okay, like we got that. I mean, we don't actually. We're not using it, but it exists for the people who need it.
Last Friday, I asked if I could use TypeScript for a new project.
Uh-huh.
And they said, do you have a specific reason to use it?
Uh-huh.
And I paused and then told the truth, which is not other than type safety. And they were like, no, because of confusion. If other people could maintain this.
Type safety is a thing, but and there have been moments in my current job where I was like, man, I wish I had TypeScript here because like I can autocomplete some parameters and that's just nice.
That is actually the reason that I wanted it.
Which is, that's a legitimate reason to want it. Like that's a big selling point of it.
It is, but
there is a lot of setup and maintenance because TypeScript is, you know, syntactical sugar. Like I am absolutely simplifying, but like it is sugar.
It is. It is.
It's very tasty sugar. I totally get it, but it's sugar that has to then be. You're adding all those dependencies to maintain it.
Right. Which is
so like.
You know, here, we have Jenkins. You don't need to maintain this shit. Like it's not like it's gonna go stale.
Fuck! I connected the wrong fucking belt. Mother.
That's always how it goes.
How did I even... Okay, well, whatever. It's fine. I have no idea how I just pulled that off, but... So it's like, yeah, it's one of the things like, yeah, it's additional stuff that has to be maintained and all that, and there is absolutely a learning curve to it, no doubt.
I also wasn't super looking forward to trying to figure out how to now add a build step to, like, how try to figure out that, like how to effectively add the tool chain to the Jenkins script and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
yep, that's
I did want to learn.
Like that's also part of it. And like the confusion thing is a real thing. Like TypeScript, you have to write in TypeScript is kind of one of the things. They always sell it as like, oh, you can just add it in, you get some stuff out the gate. It's like, yeah, but to really you fucking serious here? To really use it, no. You have to actually like learn how to do these things.
Yeah.
To like, you know, create your custom types and how to start doing like your like union types and all that jazz. Like it's a thing. It's a real thing.
It's not magic. It is magical, but it is not magic.
It's magic when somebody else has done it all for you. And you just get to walk in, and it's like, wow, look at all this pre-typed stuff. This is great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a great feeling. But that is not how it is if you're the one who's doing that work.
I mean, the thing is, you also need to remember that I am a C# programmer, or a C# programmer, as T30 puts it. And so, static typing, hell yeah, that's my jam. I'm already there, baby.
Hey, I learned programming in like C#. Like I get it. I absolutely understand. Okay. These assemblers will now produce silica. C-derp for C-Dutson. That's just unkind. I learned C# and VB and VBNet.
Classic trilogy.
Mm-hmm. I also learned Oracle.
I learned all those in reverse order.
Yeah, I also learned Oracle, JSP. Learned a bunch of languages at the time.
I never did JSP.
JSP fucking sucks.
I mean, I assume it's ASP, but with JavaScript. So yes.
No, with Java.
Sorry. With Java.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, different J. I think there was also like ASP, but with J
There
sharp.
was J sharp.
No,
There's
that's different.
is
I'm
it
talking
different?
classic. I'm talking classic. Like IIS6.
Oh, yeah. That was just ASP that did that kind of weird hybrid stuff.
Okay, I think the extension was different, but yeah.
Okay, I'm producing cheap silica.
Technology.
What's next?
All right. Let's see. I got the encased industrial beams going.
I mean, other basics you need are quick wire. You
Yeah.
need 360
I can't
quick
feel
wire.
like the control rods. Who's actually? Is that what I'm working on? No. These are the cells. These are the industrial beams. So if you want to start working on the control rods.
The
That would
electromagnetic
make
control
the most
rods. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is the standard recipe, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how many of these do we need? 12 per minute, eh?
3?
3 of them? Yeah, it looks like 3. Was this using the default recipe? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember what the alternates are.
The alternate uses...
T3. Go ahead.
low Python, Java, C#, C, JavaScript, Bash, Vista. Sure. I mean, I know Python as well. Taught myself Python, actually.
PHP is not a thing to be ashamed of.
No, it's not.
Or knowing PHP is not a thing to be ashamed of.
No,
PHP itself is absolutely something to be ashamed of.
Yes, like,
Knowing it is not.
there's no problem with knowing PHP. Like, okay, here's a fun, quick thing. Don't shit on languages like that. PHP is an absolutely fantastic gateway for people who just want to make a thing go. Much in the same way that people are dismissive of like JavaScript, because it's there and you can just smash things in and it makes it go. It's really important, and also PHP is free, which is a big selling point for a lot of people. And it is weird that certain languages, PHP is an excellent example of, it's by far not the only one. It is weird that people are so hard to gatekeep on languages like PHP. It's like, oh, you're a PHP developer? Fuck off. I'm not saying that to you, T3. I'm saying that's a thing that happens, and that I'm ashamed to say that you learn PHP. Don't.
No,
Don't. It's fine to not like a language.
PHP is a bad language. Unconditionally. There are a lot of bad things about it, and they have attempted to improve it over the years, but it is still an objectively bad language.
Sure.
And that is why people are dismissive of it.
Yeah, but that's
all
not...
those other things you said are still true.
I would say... okay, hold on. I just need to look at one of these assemblers real quick. Is this what you make the control rods out of?
Maybe?
Electromagnetic control rods. It is not.
Assemblers.
Is it assemblers?
Yeah. It's only 2 recipes, or 2 ingredients.
Yeah, I'm just going to slap one of those down so I can see what I need to make for it. So, what does this one take?
Yeah. So the thing about PHP is that, like...
Hold on, what are we using silica for in this build?
It is in here.
Oh, there's high-speed connectors. Okay, so we do make high-speed connectors. Oh, hold on. That ain't right. Because the electromagnetic control rod, you have it says the default recipe, but the alternate recipe uses high-speed connectors. So what are we using high-speed connectors for? If not that. Since you've done uranium and encased rods, that's gotta be, that's gotta be wrong. That has gotta be the alternate
well, hold on.
recipe.
We can use the spreadsheet itself to answer.
You need 8 stators per minute. That is what the alternate recipe requires.
Sorry, hold on a second.
Yep.
All right. What goes into this formula?
Which one?
F9 on my spreadsheet. High-speed connectors. It is F34 minus F9, which is not hit shown F33. Huh. No, you're right. It is set for the alternate recipe.
Okay, that's fine. Just so as I know. No, it's fine. Okay, so you said we need 2, I guess? We need 12 electromagnetic rods. Does it make sense to do 1 as the alternate and 1 as the default? Because that would get us exactly 12. But then that requires us to build AI thing. No, okay. Nope, answer my question.
All right.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to take 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, wait, what? Are these going to be clocked up? Oh, they are clocked up. That's okay. Yeah. I just haven't seen the process numbers.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Nothing on the sheet is clocked up.
These machines are right here. These manufacturers are all clocked up.
Which? Oh, sorry. You're talking about the physical ones.
Yes. So these machines are clocked up, which means right now they say they need 2 rods, but they actually need a bit more.
Yeah. It's 5. Yes. It's 5 equivalent rods, or 5 equivalent machines.
Right. Okay.
It's like 4.8. Yes, 4.81 equivalent machines.
Okay, that's fine.
Or something.
That is fine. So, high-speed connectors using what? The silicon high-speed connector. That's an assembler. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Now I have to walk it back so I know what I'm making.
Yeah.
So that comes from a manufacturer. I need... Hey, do you have parts to make a manufacturer on you, by chance?
I do.
Could I have them?
I do have parts.
I need the frames.
Sure.
I have everything else. I just need one for now so I can build one out and then I'll...
Yeah. The heavy frames or regular frames?
I believe they're heavy frames.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some heavy frames.
Thank you.
I'll probably need some of this back later, but not right now.
Like I said, I just need to build one so that I can
Yep.
make this go. Okay, so...
Anyway, I do PHP in my day job, and I hate it. So, I feel qualified to speak on this matter.
Sure. Like I said, there's a difference between hating a language and, like, hating on people for using a language. Is more kind of what I was getting at. And the problem with the latter is that bleeds into stuff like what T3 said was like, oh, I'm ashamed to admit I learned PHP. And it's like, don't be.
Right.
Absolutely do not be. And to that end, make sure you don't shame other people.
That is
like,
true.
That's more what I'm getting. It's like, hell, in the prior conversation, I said I fucking hate Java. That's a personal opinion. I'm not gonna. I'm not in a place to be able to say Java's good or bad. But I sure hated using it. But I'm also, if I ever met a Java developer, I'm not gonna be like, Java, right? Like that's.
I feel like they would probably take it in good humor, but also, well, some of them would.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have to, man. Right?
That is accurate.
Okay. We also need quick. You know, why don't I build the
neutral on
quickwire?
Java.
How much quickwire do we need for this? We need
Oh,
360 holy butts, and that's a fused quickwire. Okay.
Why
Let's
is
use
this steel line so empty?
Quickwire. What is fused? Fused is an assembler, and it's deuterium and copper. Okay. And it puts out 90 per minute, so 90, 80. 4 assemblers. Yeah, okay. 4 assemblers.
That was weird.
Hmm?
It was like there was like multiple belts built in like superposition.
Oh,
In the same spot.
weird.
Which is not how that's supposed to work.
No, not generally, but hey, things happen.
Mr. Boy, I don't know if you are still here, but I missed your message. And I apologize. I hope you have a good day.
Oh, I missed a box. Give me a little box. 40 gold! I'm rich. Time to get off this stink planet.
Ah, that's never gonna happen. You're here for life.
I can't wait for the story to be added to this.
Yeah.
Which is a real thing, that's not a joke. They're adding story.
I know.
2, 3, 4. Alright, and you are building alternate fused wire.
Hey, when you have a second, can you do me a favor?
Uh-huh.
And come up to the second level real quick.
Sure. Hey, copy and paste is no good when something doesn't already have a recipe. You still have to scroll to it. You can't get to the paste settings.
That's not true. You can just open it and paste. I promise.
Do you what? Control V?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can't get to the button.
I mean, the button's at the bottom. Oh, I see what you mean. There's
Yeah,
an
like
actual button.
yeah, there's an actual button. Okay, sorry. What do you need?
This steel belt on top.
Oh.
Does it look semi-full, or does it look weird?
No, it's definitely not. Let's have a look.
Oh, but it is backing up here, so I don't care actually.
Oh yeah, yes. So
Okay.
I mean, it is attached to Mark V's, but we are consuming a whole bunch of it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Also, there is a second steel line, actually. If you need more, we can absolutely get more.
I'm pretty sure we're good.
Yeah.
Well, but I couldn't tell if it was because the weird network stuff. I couldn't. Some of these things just don't render, so I can't tell if it's empty or full.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Fake empty. But everything's backing up here, so it should be all good.
All right.
All right, so that is encased industrial beams.
Okay.
Done.
So,
Which should also mean steel
1,
pipe
2, 3, 4.
is done. Also sulfuric acid.
Nope. Fuck. God damn it! Stupid jetpack drift.
Did you say you finished building the silica machine?
Cheap silica is right here,
Okay.
and right beside is
I'm
going to
flipping
go
this
the fused wire. 1, 2, 3,
Sure.
4, 5. That sucks.
And you're actually working on the control rods as part of all this, right?
Yes. So I'm building the basics because I once you told me to do that, I worked my way backwards.
Sure.
That's what I need, and this is like, yeah, I need to make quick wire and blah blah blah. So it's like, okay, well, I'll make those first, so I can feed them into the assembler, which I can then, or the manufacturer, blah 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 blah.
Kind of like to work the other way, just so that I know where everything's going to be. But that's totally valid.
I don't have the cognitive capacity just to be like, to mind palace it backwards.
Well, I mean, you don't need to. You just need to say, I know I need quick wire. I don't know where it's coming from just yet, but you know.
Yeah, that likes it because like the way these things tend to be is like you start wide and narrow in as you go. So I like to start with my widest point and work my way backwards. Yeah. That's how my brain reads this.
Sure.
Yeah.
This machine that's currently set to make the high-speed connectors. Is this like locked in place?
Nope. I put it down just so I could see the recipe because I didn't have the wiki open.
Right. Okay.
So that was literally like, I just need to build one of these so I can see a thing. And then...
All right. Do you need help with anything?
I mean, I'm building the quick wire right now.
Okay.
And we have the silica. The next thing we need is going down that list.
If you want, I can wire this stuff up.
The
Looks like
the stator, possibly, or the circuit board? I have to look at what they need.
I can do that. The circuit boards are Caterium circuit boards.
Yeah, so I have a feeling we're going to need more of the Caterium line here.
Right. Which one is that?
It is this. I'm literally connecting it right now.
Quick wire one. It's a quick wire.
Oh no, there's a belt there. Okay. Or not a belt, power. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, the belt currently. Woo, shit, woo! Thank God for that hover. It comes out here if you want to just like wrap it around or extend this platform out to build whatever. Up to you.
Right. I'm gonna add. I'm gonna wire up the outputs of these machines.
Okay.
I don't know where they're gonna go yet. I will build them up.
Well, these are going. I
Actually,
don't know how
have a
many
rough idea
machines.
where they go.
Okay.
This, so the silica goes towards the circuit. Yeah. The connectors. That's probably gonna be over there somewhere. Okay. What? Why?
Okay, that's
Didn't have
that.
multiple, so help them.
So 1, 2, 3. All right, quick wires up and running.
All right.
Though the copper is looking a little. It'll back up, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's no biggie. Okay, that's the quick wire done. So next, I need stators, which I'm pretty sure eat some quick wire. Yeah, they're quick wire stators. So.
Oh. Okay.
God, the high-speed connectors eat 90 as well? Good lord. Wait, how many of those do we need? 6 per minute. So we need 2. Okay, so 180 Cateriums going into 2 manufacturers. So then the other half here is for the stators. Right? Yeah. Okay, so quick wire stator is an assembler. Okay, steel pipes and quick wire. Okay, so I need steel.
Oh, you need steel pipes.
Yes.
Okay.
So okay, one thing.
I did build that array up here.
Okay, one thing I'm just going to point out.
Yeah.
I can actually say pretty confidently that this merger and this merger don't need to be merged necessarily. You can if you want, but like
Sure.
2 of these are dedicated to stators. And 2 of them are dedicated to the 2 manufacturers that are going to produce the 6 high-speed connectors we need. So like it's a 1-to-1 relationship for the 2 high speeds.
Sure.
Just letting you know.
Okay. The steel pipes are
yes.
already being made up here.
Are you making an excess? Are you making all of them that we need for the whole recipe?
Yes. Which I had not done the math. I had not done the immediate math. So.
Okay. Well.
I didn't realize that.
That's fine.
But,
well, here. Get rid of this floor.
Yes.
And
just, hook off this.
Yep.
Splitter.
There we go.
All right.
And okay, that's going to sit here for now.
There you go.
All right, so that's that. So now let's build. How many stators do we need? We need 16 per minute. Okay. Oh, God. This for the minute. Actually, let's just stay there and see what we can see. Stator, where are you? Quick wire stator. That makes 8 per minute. Okay, so we need 2 of these. That's very cheap. That is so cheap.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is just we need some of it, a little bit.
Okay. Wait, that's not. Hold on. Hold on. I'm making something wrong. This isn't fused quick wire. Is it? No. That's fused wire. Shit. Okay. Well, I'll just clear those belts.
Yes, it needs to be quick wire, not
Yeah.
just regular wire.
Well, that's frustrating.
Yeah. I
saw the word fused and I was like, yeah, of course. I'm probably gonna have to pull everything out of the machines, right? Nope,
No,
all
you
right.
can change the recipe, it should kick it out.
Alright, cool.
Clog up your inventory.
Fantastic. These mergers are giving me stress, I don't know why. Okay.
We could make them 90 degrees.
No. It's the fact that, like, these ones over here I know are just, we're gonna unmerge them. It's like, oh, we don't need it, oh god! I'm getting ahead of myself.
I thought you meant you needed 2 groups, sorry. We don't
Nope.
need them.
No, these last two over here are gonna be 1-to-1 to the, assembler, or to the, manufacturers.
Alright. We'll just tear it down. It's fine.
60... You produced 90. Okay, so this one's just gonna have extra. I don't really know how to deal with that yet, but... Okay, just pull the power out over here.
I'm gonna start working from the front back, because my brain can't handle the other way.
I find that so interesting.
I think I've just accepted that, we will need to build more space.
Yeah.
Including over the radiation danger zone.
Yep.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm trying to work within the space that we kind of have here, but yeah. I'm also very aware that's like that's just not gonna fly forever, and that's fine.
I mean, it could like we could continue to do that, but
so that's gonna be 4 high. So it's gonna go.
I was actually kind of expecting to end up building everything out on the 2nd floor, just because of that, but no sense in wasting the space either.
Right.
Well, that's stupid.
Of course. Of fucking course. Well, I kind of suspected that would happen.
Yeah, I know, right?
This way.
Oh, really?
Fine. Okay, and then that's 2, so let's just do that again.
Again. It would be cool if you could build belts and like plop down like waypoints as you go. So that you could like curve the belt weird without having to put down a million.
Yeah.
To get it wrong all the time.
Yeah. That does sound nice.
Like I get why that just doesn't work that way to begin with. They would have to. A belt is a spline, which I don't know if you know what a spline is specifically, but it's basically a mathematical formula with a couple inputs that are traditionally represented by these little grabby bars in like an editing program. And then that's how they can sort of make them behave weird. But putting down arbitrary points does not really factor into that. So they have to have an algorithm to split the belt up into smaller pieces.
Yeah, they need to be able to have anchors, effectively.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you think they reticulate them?
Maybe. It's possible. So what did these mean? Right, so we were doing alternates. Oh, no, wait, these ones? Yeah.
Alright, so there, that goes there. Alright. So here's all the alternated... nope, that's not words. All the quick wires that we need. Or
Alright.
not quick, the stators. Words are
Alright.
hard.
That's good. Yep.
Alright, there you go. So that should be producing 16 stators.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure the manufacturer needs, oh yeah, circuit boards, right? That's what this is? Nope, that's control rods. Okay.
We need. God, I hope I'm not messing this up.
Wait, what are you making?
What is the other recipe?
Stators. Down the bottom.
AL emitters. Sorry,
Okay.
my brain is stupid.
No, it's fine.
We did decide that it is in fact the alternate recipe for the electromagnetic control rods, right?
Yeah, so the next thing I need to do is make
Recipe
circuit
alternate.
boards, right? Okay. Okay, circuit boards, huh?
Sorry, where are the stators coming out of? These ones? Okay. Yep.
So some of this build is going to be dangerous when the train shows up.
Sure.
Alright, so what are you doing with those?
These the stators?
Yeah.
Putting them into the stator eaters, which is the control rods.
Is it? Oh yeah, okay, high speed. Hold on.
Yes, stators.
Yeah, I need to make circuit boards. That's the other thing I need to make. Hold on. How are we making circuit boards? Deuterium circuit boards. Okay. Give me a second. Deuterium circuit boards is some quick wire and some plastic in an assembler. Oh, okay. And that makes 8.75 of those. How many of those do we need? Do we just need one? We just
the
need
circuit
one.
board? Yeah, we
Yeah.
just need one.
All right. Hey, look at that. I don't have to build into the danger zone yet. I can just put it right here. You said without all the things I need. Hey, do you got rotors
No. Why would I have rotors?
to build
Is
assemblers?
that true? I do have some rotors.
Can I have like a nominal amount?
I will give you half of my rotors.
That's,
Which is
yep.
60.
Okay, what else do I need for this? Yeah, okay, I got enough. Okay, and this machine right here, actually, you know, I'll just do it back here. We got the space, not doing anything. Okay, so you're gonna make... Nope, nope, nope. Yes. Deadly fish, deadly fish, deadly fish. Ooh, tasty fish. Okay. And I built it backwards. As is tradition.
Excellent.
So we need to get plastic down here, of all things.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's go hunt down plastic now.
Ah, shit. I'm an idiot.
Where can I get plastic?
It should only be trivial amounts. So, probably just route it from the base.
Wait, what is this? What is this? Oh, that's our extremely full plastic line. Okay. Alright, well then.
I really like how you took the time to sort of levitate these belts so they didn't intersect. Well, meanwhile, I'm like, hell yeah, they just go right through each other.
I will avoid belt crimes when I can avoid belt crimes.
I think that we should really keep an open mind and say that aesthetic belt crimes are not really belt crimes. They're misdemeanors at most, and probably just fine.
He's just a young kid, you know? He doesn't know what he's doing. You gonna ruin his whole life?
Which of us here hasn't wanted to violate the Pauli exclusion principle and have two solid objects intersect?
You gonna ruin this whole kid's life just he's experimenting with polys? Come on, man. Alright, let's bring some plastic down.
There is one funny thing that happened during my Hydroneer stream. Well, it's funny in retrospect, but it lets you build in weird places.
Okay.
Including, it'll let you build underground, which is, I don't know why it would let you do that.
Here, I'm doing a belt crime, just so we're all even Steven.
All right. But it'll let you build underneath the banks of the river, which is dirt, but you can't actually dig it. So there's just like several platforms in a place where I can never get.
Oh, fuck. What?
She peed in her bed.
Okay. Woof. Woo. Sorry. I will be right back.
All right. Sounds like
That's what time it was. And also my kid peed in her bed.
That's what it sounded like.
What'd you do to the plastic? Why is it over there?
Because you were about to make a tragic mistake.
What's that?
Which is that the circuit boards need quick wire, not Caterium.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is why we built all the quick wire over here. Or you built it. Anyway, I solved it the best way I know how.
Well...
If you want to fix it somehow.
Well, because these two quick wires, each one of these was supposed to feed the manufacturer, right? And
No,
I guess you merged them both together. But
yeah,
so the two manufacturers require 180. So these two right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that does. Belt crime. Okay.
Do you have materials to build the other assembler? Because I don't.
I do, because I disassembled the assembler.
Okay.
So we need quick wire and the plastic. Okay. So wait, hold on. What is needed at this point?
So the circuit boards are done.
Okay.
The last thing we need to build is the high-speed connectors.
Which is the other manufacturer here.
Yeah, which is these two. One that I built and one that I don't have the parts to build.
Okay. I should have. I do.
Excellent.
Oops. Fantastic.
But yeah, I should probably just stop building because we're going to stop right away. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We can just suss this out real quick. Okay, so that one's...
I'll keep building until we stop.
Well, okay, so you're doing that. So this comes into here, right? And that goes there. And then this one was just gonna route straight into here.
Nope.
Nope, you go straight.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. And then in. That seems like a needless merger because you could just curve the belts, but all right.
Easier for alignment.
Fair enough.
And then silica is the last thing I need.
Silica. Oh.
Which is these guys.
Okay.
You might be thinking, it seems like Mike has designed this to maximize the belt crossings, but I assure you that's not the case. I don't think there is a good way to do this. Otherwise.
That sounds like quitter talk.
I guess you could elevate them, but blah blah blah. That's boring.
Why is this not connecting?
Did I write this wrong? Hold on.
No, I wrote in my belt backwards somehow.
That should work.
Oh no, it's because okay, it's fine, got it, figured it out.
Are these backwards?
It's the silicas.
Yeah. Oh, no, I did that because I thought they were going to go somewhere else. Yeah,
Yep.
put them backwards.
That's fine. That's fine. Merger. Yeah, I didn't realize how late it was, so I'll just finish this off real quick.
Yeah.
And then be done. Yeah, my kid unfortunately just peed the bed, so that's why I had to take off.
It happens.
It does.
As long as she feels shame for her actions.
No, you don't really want to shit. Is that a smart splitter? Wait, what's going on here? This one's not connecting. There we go.
Depending on what you're looking at, I might still be working on it.
Nope. There we go. Okay, so that's high-speed connectors, and I assume that's something you're doing over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
And
why aren't you connected? Oh, because I'm stupid.
you're not stupid.
Coming up with a plan, a clever plan, to do a thing, and then immediately not executing on that plan and doing something completely different. Well,
Okay, so
not
these
smart.
connectors.
Let's just put that.
So, how does you like to do this? You like to merge them out. The train showed up. Right? Is that how you do this? You like to merge them, like manifold them, and then
Yeah,
pull
merge
it
them
back
into a
apart.
single line. Yeah. We already have a.
Did that just elevate? Son of a bitch. Excuse me.
Bless
Ow. Stupid train. Stupid spicy train. Okay, and then... Wait, which is which? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, there you go.
Are these powered? Yeah, they're powered. They're
Yes,
working.
they're powered and they're running.
Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe
That's it, right?
that should be everything. Yeah. The only thing left is to turn the uranium back on.
The silica's not doing anything. Because it's not getting any limestone. Excuse me?
These belts look like they're working. Let's redo them.
Okay, there. That's now going. No, it's not. Hold on. Something... What the hell?
Hold on. What? There's deuterium on this silicon line.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm assuming that's not intentional.
No.
Also,
Well, I sure do wish I'd built these machines back, like, a step.
Are these
Okay,
is
okay,
this
that one's...
vertical belt?
Hold on. You know what? Who knows what's in the vertical belt? Let's fix that.
Well, what is going on? Why is everything broken?
I don't know.
Okay, my game is glitching out.
No, I don't think it's you. There we go. There was something jammed in the one belt, I think. In the one elevator
It must
belt.
have been deuterium at some point.
Yeah. I did reuse some lines, so it's possible. Oh no, that one, yeah, I did screw that up.
Are these machines all good, as far as you can tell?
They're filled to the brim with the required materials, so I'm gonna say yes. I'm just going down the line here, checking all of them. Yep.
Because I can't trust my visuals right now.
Yep. Everything's fine there now, so these should start spitting out significantly more silica. Alright.
Alright. So let me double check that I've merged all these outputs together. I have. Good.
Now, do we actually want a manifold split like this? Because I feel like it's going to favor the one manufacturer on the far side here.
Should be fine. it'll fill up eventually.
Okay. So then all that's
Until
left
we build
is
up-
the fuel rods, right?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Or the encased
Until we build the
uranium
other
cells.
power
Or whatever.
plants, we won't need all this output until we finish building the power plants.
Right.
So,
So we're just waiting for these to be turned on?
I was gonna turn these on once we actually turn everything else on.
Oh, fair
Or
enough.
which ones do you mean?
The sulfur. This, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. If you want to go turn on the uranium,
Woo!
I will turn this sulfur on.
I ran out of power. Oh god. Okay, where's the uranium?
It should be directly below us. All the way. Putting on radiation suit.
All right. What if I can reach that from here?
You
Oh, I
might
don't-
be able
yeah.
to, but you also might not want to.
Yeah. It worked.
How did you? Wow.
I basically maximum range.
Hmm.
There you
They're
go.
not actually going
Oh, it's going. I just saw it coming up the belt.
all the way up.
Oh, I
I
was
don't
getting
see it.
radiated. Hold on.
The problem is I can't tell because the lag. If it's actually.
Let's see. Basically, no,
It looks
it's
stopped.
it does look stopped. Hold on. Yeah, I had to get rid of that
Okay.
because it wasn't connected.
Okay. We can't both do that.
Okay, do you want to delete that
more?
belt right
One
there?
more?
Like there?
One down. Yeah, like that.
Whoop, that's
There.
more radiation.
Yep. All right. Music going in. Yep. So I'm gonna let these fill up first. Then I'll turn on the sulfur. What I absolutely do not want is another aluminum situation,
Hmm.
which is almost certainly what's gonna happen.
Right.
There might be a typo on my spreadsheet because when I did all this, it said it didn't need any sulfuric acid at all. Somehow I was deciding that the output of the machine was sufficient, which is absolutely not the case. But looks like we're done, so let's go ahead and turn this shit on. All right. No power. What? Did I not power these?
I might have just done that. Hold on a sec. Just a quick, hot second. Sorry, carry on. Everything's fine.
All right. No sulfuric acid yet. What's taking so long?
Water pump.
Shouldn't need to. It's going up 3 feet.
I meant the water to the sulfuric acid. But,
Oh no, that water's fine.
Hmm.
These were functioning. Where is it all going?
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it's
no, where's my
producing now.
valve?
It's going.
No, it's producing, but these
Oh.
guys aren't. Because there's a valve missing. Shit.
Hmm.
Oh, I also disconnected them from here. Whoops. I don't remember why I did that. Oh, come on, connect.
So much radiation.
Alright, you're now filling. You're now filling. Okay,
Yeah, I can hear him spinning up.
yeah. I think I may have flooded the system with too much sulfur.
Oh.
So let's. Oh no, actually, I think we're fine now. I guess we'll see. you guys go. You need 20 per minute, or so.
Alright, it's going. It's going. Just gotta wait for all the sulfur to catch up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just saw some rods go out.
New ones?
Yep. Only 25, we need more, but it's going.
Oh, the cells. You mean.
The cells, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, none of these have enough to actually make a fuel cell yet. They should all be making 0.6 per minute, so it's going to take a little bit.
Why is this one manufacturer ahead of the others?
I don't know. I assume there was a reason. I didn't fix it.
Oh, it's because of belts that used to exist here.
I think it adds flair.
Sure.
Oops, that was a bad jump. Oh, here we go. Actually trying to make a fuel rod. Before that actually finishes, I want to see how our plants are doing, because I'm curious. How close to disaster did we get?
Well. Oh, you're still running.
What?
Sorry, you're still running.
They're far away.
Yeah, fair enough.
Still running. Running. Okay, so you are at 23 rods. So we were very fine.
Yeah, that's good.
And you are at 50. So yeah, we're good. We were good. How's the water doing? Water's fine. I forgot that I don't have a jetpack, and that was almost bad.
Who are you, me?
I know. And you are not running at all because we disconnected you, but there's nothing stopping me from reversing that.
So good news, I built a shortcut.
All right. That is good news.
Alright, so this build should eventually get us a steady uranium output on those 3 towers, yeah?
Yes. And then we can figure out exactly what we need to do, like what the final numbers are and all that stuff.
Right. Because, yeah, from here, now we have to figure out... I think we have to start the build proper, because part of that requires us to build nuclear pasta, which requires plutonium?
Yeah, so, like, we haven't done any of the plutonium stuff.
Or do we do plutonium next? Is that where we go next?
What I think we that's the next thing we should do.
Yeah, okay.
Because that'll let us. I mean, here's the thing: we could build many of these parts. Like, we are free to start building whatever we want now. Plutonium power is part of it, but it's only part of it. It's only the highest level parts need it.
Well,
aside from the actual power itself.
Alright. You done? You done for tonight?
I think we're done.
I think we're done for tonight. That's pretty good progress. That actually,
Yeah,
that's very good progress.
Yeah.
We finished our nuclear setup, and all the concrete, and what else? Oh yeah, we wrote the quartz, and did a whole bunch of things. So yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, I think next thing, why don't we just figure out plutonium? Just get that out of the way, because then that's all of our power, allegedly, that we need, done.
Yeah.
So then we can just build what we gotta build,
I mean, at that point, then we should also build the nuclear pasta and the parts that need it,
Yep.
which is going to be the most expensive parts of this build.
Sure.
The rest
But
of it is
I
just
think,
going to be built alumnus.
yeah, I think that's just. I think that's where we can start. We can start with the plutonium, and like get that track done, and then we can circle back on all the other things.
Exactly.
Oh wow, thermal propulsion rockets are actually, quote, cheap, end quote.
What were those?
Actually, magnetic field shield generators are pretty cheap too.
They're all relatively cheap. The only thing, well, the fuse modular frame is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Turbo motors also not cheap.
Whatever.
What was yeah? What was the part that needs the nuclear pasta? Oh no, that's just it. It is just the nuclear pasta.
Yeah, it requires the crazy frames and the powder, the radioactive powder.
It's not radioactive until we combine it.
Fair enough. The inert radioactive material. But yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Nope, don't do that one. My wife is all mad at me because she's like, you stay up too late. It's like, oh, you're not wrong.
How did I quit all the way out?
Well,
I guess that's gonna do it for me.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for me as well. So yeah, that went longer than I thought it was going to. Mind you, there was a break in the middle there, but also shouldn't have been. I just didn't realize the time, or I would have stopped earlier. But hey, whatever, it's done. Hooray! Yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. So as always, thank you for watching, and we'll be back on Monday with more radioactive tomfoolery. Yeah, that's gonna do it for us. So as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, wear your goddamn masks, schedule your vaccinations if you can, and I will see you later.
Bye bye.